We have a question from Gels who asks, so I'm a Spanish-speaking streamer. My content is in Spanish. There are only 2 games on Twitch with a heavy flow of Spanish speakers, which are Fortnite and League. I do Smite, but in 2 years I've grown almost nothing. What are your tips on what to stream, niche games, or those big flow ones to get more transit?
I feel like that's probably not something any of us have a lot of experience with, but my thinking would be try to find active gaming communities outside of Twitch.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Bring those people to Twitch. And
Yep.
just also, whenever, for whatever reason, if I am plateauing, I just look like, what can I do to improve my content? Even if it's not going to directly translate to more viewers or whatever, then I have better content. And that's always a good thing. And it's a nice motivator for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's like foreign languages, like the non-English speaking streams is what I'll say. Like I'm not really familiar with like those communities. Like I don't know, like is it a completely different meta? Can you not just stream anything tagged as a different language? I think that discoverability is going to improve for people who don't have like English streams because of the tagging system.
Yes.
I think now it tags what language you're in, which will make people a lot easier to find you.
One interesting factor is the language restriction thing. Now, I'm hesitant to bring it up, even though I just did, because there are some factors involved there that I don't know exactly how it works. I remember this from Dizzy Disaster. Dizzy, if you happen to be in the chat, please speak up, because you could clarify this a lot. So at one point he started working, he incidentally started streaming alongside a streamer who does only Russian, a Russian streamer who speaks in Russian, streams in Russian, to a Russian community, right? None of this is surprising. And they were playing a game together, and they started co-streaming together, and that guy's got like 3,000 viewers or something, right? Like on the regular, like that's the standard. So then all of a sudden Dizzy started having tons and tons and tons of Russian viewers. They loved him. He didn't speak any Russian at all, none. He has since learned some Russian, but he played around with and started understanding more about the language restriction thing that you can select on your dashboard. You can choose to completely lock out anything that's not a specific language. So if you select the English only stream for myself, I think there are people who literally can't chat or watch your stream, which is very strange. Like even if they speak English, like that is not like, it doesn't read your mind to go like, oh, can you understand this language? Well, I don't know where the issue is.
I think it's like trying to use like AI or something to be like, whatever you're posting is not English, but obviously like it's not flawless. So if someone posts a meme that uses like Japanese characters or whatever, it's going to be like, you're not speaking English. You can't.
Or maybe if it's in their name, right? Because you see a lot of other languages in the like Cyrillic and kanji and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which is interesting. So I would recommend not to have that selection on for being Spanish only, but I think you can select languages in the tagging system, can't you?
Yeah.
And so I think there are several like subtle things like that you can tweak or whatnot in order to try and maximize the effectiveness of having. Oh, another thing that speaking about the language thing that I have in my channel is we have a command that has many of the primary languages that says, please speak English only, or it's like English only channel or something. So we don't have restriction for like on the platform, but when people start posting another language, we're like, hey, this guy's a gringo. He can't understand what you're saying. Please keep it to English in a bunch of different languages, which is really useful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giles, going back to your question though, I would say like there's gotta be some communities that are Twitch streamers that speak Spanish. Like I can't name one, because I've never thought about looking at them, but there's got to be those out there. So I would definitely spend time networking and involving yourself in those type of communities, because I'm sure a lot of them will be able to help you and potentially make some friends in that
There are
community
quite a
too.
few. There was a
And I know
tweet
some
that I
I'm sure
made
there are.
a while back. Yeah, yeah. Go on.
No, I was just saying, like,
Oh,
I know a couple of Spanish streamers. Like, I'm not super involved in their communities, but it seems like they're having fun at least.
yeah, like I don't think I would have found Spanish-speaking streamers on accident very readily, but I put out a tweet a while back that was something like, like show me people who are doing interesting stuff on Twitch, because I wanted to, get ideas, get inspiration. Like, what is even possible? Like, I'm not going to figure out some of this stuff. And a lot of the replies that I got were people going like, "Hey, sorry that I can't really communicate with you. I don't really speak English much, but this is my stream, or this is somebody's stream." And there's a ton of Spanish streamers who suddenly showed up in that, who were like doing really interesting, cool stuff. I'm too bad with names to remember who they were, but I feel like the community is like seems pretty hefty. Like once you get into it, I mean, because obviously there's a significant portion of the world that speaks Spanish.